Ever heard about the customer who complained about a Bugatti's cold start? Ettore Bugatti's comeback was pure gold. If you own a Type 35, you can afford a heated garage. And when another customer whines about the brakes, Ettore's cheeky reply was, "My cars are made to go, not to stop." Welcome to the show, folks. Today we are going to dig deep on what led to the fall of Ettore Bugatti. As a brilliant engineer, he left an indelible mark on the automotive world. His innovative designs and engineering prowess redefined the industry, and cars wouldn't be the same without his visionary contributions. Bugatti's legacy continues to resonate, reminding us that his genius has forever shaped the landscape of automotive excellence. Bugatti is a French car company with an Italian name that started in Germany. It is the car company that could have been saved if the founder Ettore Arco Isidoro Bugatti, commonly known as Ettore Bugatti, stopped being so generous with his employees so much. He knew every one of his employees' names and chatted with them on the production floor daily. Ettore Arco Isidoro Bugatti was born in Milan, Italy in 1881. His artistic inspiration is deeply rooted in his family. His father, Carlo, gained international acclaim as a designer in silverware, jewelry, and furniture. His younger brother, Rembrandt Bugatti, excelled as an accomplished animal sculptor. Even his grandfather, Giovanni Luigi Bugatti, achieved success as an architect and sculptor. However, Ettore harbored aspirations beyond the traditional realms of artistry. Unlike his family members, he aspired to delve into the world of automotive design. Ettore's father, supportive of his son's ambitions, facilitated an apprenticeship for him at Prineti and Stucchi in 1898. This Milan-based company was actively involved in the production of motorized bicycles and cars at the time. Within the confines of Prineti and Stucchi, Bugatti's passion for automobiles took shape. He began experimenting with one of their existing one-cylinder tricycles, ingeniously incorporating an additional engine. This creation marked the birth of the Bugatti Tipo Uno, or Type 1. He jumped into local races and started racking up wins. The Type 1 was seriously cool, especially for a 17-year-old. However, it was Ettore's next big project that would carve out his legacy. Fast forward to 1900, and Ettore, along with his buddy Count Gallinelli, cooks up and brings to life the Type 2. The fresh design boasted a 3.1-liter inline four-cylinder engine, zooming along at a swift 37 miles per hour, a pretty nifty speed for a car in that day and age. Ettore threw the Type 2 into the ring at the Milan Trade Fair, and no surprise, it snagged itself an award. The buzz from the trade fair caught the eye of Baron de Dietrich, an industrial firm owner. At the tender age of 20, Ettore received an offer that would change his trajectory. Baron de Dietrich extended the role of technical director at his plant. Situated in Niederbronn, a town nestled in the Alsace province on the French-German border. This region had a tumultuous history, marked by historical disputes, and had been under German control since the conclusion of the Franco-Prussian War in 1871. The de Dietrich plant started making Type 2 cars following Bugatti's design. Over the next few years, Ettore came up with the 12.9-liter Type 5, as well as the Type 6 and 7, all as part of the de Dietrich Bugatti lineup. After growing tired of that, he joined the Deutz Motor Company in Cologne, Germany. There, Bugatti created the Type 8 and Type 9 cars. He was great at designing cars but kept it simple with the names. Ettore, a fantastic designer and engineer, dreamed of starting his own car company. So he started putting together a strong and lightweight car right in his own basement. By 1909, he wrapped up the prototype, giving it the name Type 10, also known as Le Petit Pur Sang, French for the small thoroughbred, essentially a pint-sized muscular horse. Ettore Bugatti loved horses. Having completed his shiny new prototype and all set to roll, Bugatti decided to part ways with Deutz, terminating his contract with them. By that time, Ettore's wife Barbara gave birth to their son John. Using the money from his Deutz job, Ettore bought a dyeworks factory in Molsheim, Alsace. And that's how Automobiles Bugatti began. The first Bugatti production car was the Type 13 with a 1.4-liter inline-4 engine making about 30 horsepower. That was plenty for a car weighing 660 pounds. Initially, customers could pick between an angled or egg-shaped grille until 1912, when Bugatti stuck with those egg-shaped grilles, which turned out to be one of their signature looks that you still see on Bugattis today. In 1911, a Type 13 joined the Grand Prix at Le Mans. Despite looking smaller compared to its bulkier competitors, it pulled off a surprise by clinching second place. Bugatti was now in full swing, churning out their own cars. One standout from that era was the Type 18 Black Bess, a sleek two-seater with gold accents, fueled by a 5-liter 4-cylinder engine. The Black Bess was among the world's first street-legal race cars, boasting a top speed of 100 miles per hour. In 1912, Ettore Bugatti took on another interesting project. He designed a charming little car for Peugeot, known as the Bébé. In 1914, Bugatti faced a significant obstacle as World War I erupted. He was called upon to contribute to the war effort, and he and his family relocated to Paris, where he focused on developing 8- and 16-cylinder plane engines. After the war, Bugatti returned to Molsheim only to discover that the Alsace region, including his factory, was now part of France. Bugatti cars were then painted in French racing blue, becoming a distinctive feature. In the post-war years, the company experienced a surge in business. The new Type 13s continued to shine. In 1919, the cars underwent an upgrade with 4 valves per cylinder, a departure from the previous 2 valves. This innovation marked the introduction of the first full-production multi-valve car in automotive history, a Type 13 winning the Grand Prix de la Sarthe at Le Mans in 1920. The introduction of the Type 35 marked a significant milestone, becoming the most successful racing car ever, with over 2,000 victories and podium finishes in its 10-year racing career. At the peak of the Type 35's success, Bugatti was dominating the racing scene, achieving an astounding average of 14 race wins per week. The Type 35 was equipped with a 2-liter inline-8 engine featuring a single overhead cam and a distinctive set of bearings, a novel engineering approach at the time. Impressively, it had the capability to rev up to 6,000 RPMs. Ettore Bugatti placed a high priority on lightweight design, going to great lengths to reduce the car's weight. One notable innovation was the creation of a hollow-forged front axle with sealed ends, significantly cutting down on pounds and enhancing handling. The Type 35 not only excelled on the road but also proved its mettle in off-road racing. Bugatti entered a Type 35 in the Targa Florio, a challenging race around a Sicilian mountain known for wrecking cars. Despite skepticism about its stripped-down lightweight design, the Type 35 proved its durability and capability. Despite hardships, Bugatti secured first place in a race, marking the beginning of a remarkable winning streak. That's in 1925. The subsequent years, 1926 to 1929, saw Bugatti continuing its dominance, with driver Albert Devo clinching victories in 1928 and 1929. The technological prowess of Bugatti's cars set them apart from others of their time, making Bugatti an unrivaled force in the automotive world. The Bugatti badge became a symbol of luxury, wealth, and power. During the prosperous 1920s, Bugatti's sales soared, and the company accumulated significant wealth. Unlike some industrial figures of the time, Ettore Bugatti prioritized the well-being of his workers. The factory expanded, and employees received generous compensation. The success of models like the Type 35, along with touring cars such as the Type 44 and the highly successful Type 40, propelled Automobiles Bugatti to the pinnacle of the automotive industry. Ettore Bugatti's design approach became more elegant and radical as he pursued the creation of the ultimate vehicle. The Type 41, nicknamed the Royale, was a colossal 12.7-liter car with extravagant proportions, adorned with an elephant hood ornament as a tribute to Ettore's brother Rembrandt. The first Type 41 was sold for a staggering 700,000 francs in 1932. Then comes Ettore's son John into the picture. Ettore Bugatti's legacy took a heartbreaking turn with the fate of his son John. As the head of the racing and design team at Bugatti, John ventured into creating iconic cars like the Type 57 SC Atlantic. The magnesium-bodied masterpiece, riveted together with a distinctive fin, remains one of the coolest cars in history. However, the timing of these technical marvels couldn't have been worse. The global economic depression in the 1930s led to a decline in car purchases, signaling a challenging era for Bugatti. Tragedy struck in 1939 when John, testing a Type 57 tank-bodied racer, lost control and crashed, resulting in his untimely death. The circumstances were even more unfortunate, as he was on a closed track but collided with a cyclist who had entered through a hole in the fence. World War II further devastated Bugatti. The factory was destroyed and Ettore lost control of the property due to German requisition. Post-war, Ettore faced personal losses. With the passing of his wife Barbara in 1947, and his own battle with a serious lung infection that led to his death on August 21, 1947. Ettore Bugatti was known for his generosity, self-deprecating humor, and perfectionism. He maintained a personal connection with his employees, knowing each one by name and engaging with them on the production floor. Despite financial challenges, he refused to compromise his values by cutting workers or their pay, preferring to reward loyalty with loyalty. Ettore Bugatti's journey was one of triumphs and tragedies, from revolutionizing the automotive industry with his ingenious designs to facing the challenges of economic downturns and war. Bugatti's legacy is a testament to perseverance and passion. His impact on the world of cars is timeless, and the Bugatti name continues to evoke a sense of luxury and innovation. Though the Bugatti journey had its share of ups and downs, the spirit of excellence and artistry lives on, reminding us that the roar of Bugatti engines will forever echo in the corridors of automotive history.